Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. So I'm so excited. Today I have a beautiful project to share with you featuring the beautiful Promenade stamp set. This stamp set is gorgeous. It caught my eye instantly when I saw the new annual catalog, and I put it on my list of things to get, and I finally got it, and I am in love, and I've only used it once, and I'm in love with the stamp set. You can actually get this stamp set in a bundle in my online Stampin' Up! Store. When you purchase the bundle, you actually save 10% and you get the stamp set and the coordinating dies. So these are the beautiful layers, thinlet dies. There's even a little envelope die in here so that you can create envelope liners to go inside of your envelopes. Love, love, love this. This is a really, really great, really great bundle. I highly recommend it. And we're going to be combining it today with the beautiful Frosted Floral Designer Series paper. And if you saw my video yesterday, and I'll link to that video as well in the description below, I shared with you these two gorgeous cards using the Frosted Floral Designer Series paper, and I shared with you a tip on how to maximize your designer paper. So if you missed that video, I will actually link to it in the video description for you. So I have a very interesting color combination for you today. I'm going to be using Poppy Parade, Night of Navy, and Grapefruit Grove. And these three colors, honestly, I gave this as a color challenge to my team almost 2 weeks ago, well, last week. I gave this as our color challenge, and I was not inspired by these three colors together. I love Grapefruit Grove and I love Night of Navy. I hadn't used Poppy Parade yet, but putting these three together, I was not feeling any inspiration. But then I pulled out that Frosted Floral Designer Series paper, and I was surprised at how beautiful these colors came together, and I think you guys are going to be surprised too when you see today's project. It is gorgeous. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've actually got all of my pieces ready to go for our project. So I'm going to go ahead and take out these two pieces of Whisper White. I've got my Stampin' Up! Piercing mat here. I'm going to be using my piercing mat just to give these photopolymer stamps a nice cushion so that I can get the best impression possible. So I'm going to start by stamping this image right here for the flower. So I'm going to stamp this image first, and then I'm going to stamp this image on top of it. All right, so I'm just going to ink this image up in my Grapefruit Grove, and I'm going to stamp that in the center of my Whisper White cardstock. Okay, then I've got that next image to go on top. I'm going to ink this up in Night of Navy, and I am just going to line this up right over my first image. Thank goodness for photopolymer stamps. It's so easy to line them up. So just stamp that down. I'm gonna pull up carefully. Oh, wow. So look at that up close. Isn't it gorgeous already? And it's just the flower, not even the entire card. So pretty. Okay, so now for the sentiment, I'm going to stamp You're Stronger Than Most. That stamp set, Beautiful Promenade, has some wonderful sentiments. So I'm stamping that in Poppy Parade. So pretty, and look at how pretty this color is. I honestly didn't realize how pretty this color was. All right, so I'm actually going to be using my layering circle framelit dies. These are my most used dies. I love them to die cut out my stamped images. So I've got my magnetic platform, one cutting plate, and then I'm going to add another cutting plate right on top, and we'll just run this through the Big Shot. Then I'm going to put down a piece of Night of Navy cardstock, and then I've got some scalloped circles to go to layer behind my two stamped images. So I'll just run that through. All right, so I'm just going to bring these pieces in and layer them up using my fast fuse. Okay, and then for my card base, I've got a piece of Whisper White thick. This is cut at 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and I have scored it at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to give this a nice crease. Then I've got a piece of Grapefruit Grove cardstock. This is cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and I'm going to layer on a piece of that Frosted Floral Designer Series paper. Isn't that so pretty? I'm going to layer this on using this side to the front of my Grapefruit Grove, and this is cut just 1/8 of an inch less than the Grapefruit Grove cardstock, and you can find all of the measurements over on today's blog post. I've linked to that post in the video description below, so you can get the exact measurements over there. And also all the supplies are listed over there as well. So now I'm going to add some of this Poppy Parade ribbon. This is the textured weave ribbon. So you can see it's got this, there you go, you can see it's got this really nice texture to it. And we've got this ribbon in a couple of colors. We've got it in Gray Granite, and we've also got it in Granny Apple Green. I think those are the only 2 colors we have it in, but I love this ribbon. So I'm just gonna trim off a little bit of this and wrap it around the bottom, right about here, like 1 inch from the bottom. So I'll just add some adhesive and wrap it around. Okay, and then I'll just add some adhesive to the back of this layer and center it up on the front of my card. Okay, so then I want to add my little sentiment on with some fast fuse. I'm just gonna put it, let's see, I want my flower to angle up like this. And then I think I want the sentiment, yeah. I want the sentiment right about here, and I just want to make sure that's straight. Okay, so I'll just put a little bit of adhesive right there and just put that on straight, right about there. And then I'll put some dimensionals on the back of this. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this down, making sure that sentiment is straight. So right about there, I think looks good. Yep, so pretty. Look at this card, isn't that gorgeous? I love it, you guys, I love it, so pretty. Perfect card to send to someone if they're going through something difficult and you wanna give them an uplifting message. This is the perfect card, I love it, it's beautiful. All right, so thanks so much for joining me today, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this quick and simple tutorial. Remember, you can find all of the supplies and all of the measurements for today's project over on my coordinating blog post. I've linked to that post just below the video in the description notes, and I've also got a full list of supplies in the video description with clickable links. So thanks so much, and I'll be back soon with another tutorial. Bye now.